local Chevy dealer.
American Music Theater pays tribute to the famed entertainers who helped make Las Vegas the entertainment capital of the world. Vegas Legends. Join us for this family-friendly show highlighting the best of Vegas variety. Celebrate Vegas, the magic and the music. Vegas Legends. Opening April 25th. For tickets, call 800-6484-102 or visit amtshows.com.
At Honda, we're proud of our heritage. Like with the Civic.
It's stylish.
And fast, with great performance and handling. All things we learned building engines like this. So hurry in to the Honda Dream Garage sales event.
Get a great deal on the 2017 Civic, a KBB.com overall best buy for 2017 at your Honda dealer.
Closed captioning is underwritten by Oregon Dairy, one of your family-owned markets.
Right now. Depending on where you are, you might be seeing a little rain right now.
Yeah, especially over parts. US 15 for now. Now, as we get through the weekend, it looks like it dries out tomorrow. Could be a thunder shower around midday, but look at the cooler temperatures over the weekend. That rain's a little faster now. Looks like it comes in maybe late Saturday into part of Sunday. It dries out early next week. Tuesday could be a cool day. Then it starts warming up, and I think that warming trend continues. I think next weekend, summer-like, maybe just some spotty rain, and that would be the last weekend of April.
Okay, fire up the grill.
Yep. All right.
Good
We thank you for watching News 8 at 6. NBC Nightly News is next.
We'll, of course, see you again for News 8 at 10 and News 8 at 11. Until then, enjoy the evening.
Good night.
E.T. is with Chris Pratt and Anna Faris.
She's going to get it.
What does his Guardians of the Galaxy co-star Kurt Russell think of Chris's wife taking over Goldie Hawn's role in the Overboard remake? Next, E.T. Thursday at 7 on WGAL8.
That feeling, only better. The thrill of stability-enhancing suspension and steering. Standard in the fun-to-drive, turbocharged Volkswagen Jetta.
Hurry in and get 0.9% APR for 60 months on 2017 Jetta models. Visit VWDealer.com today.
You're injured. What you do next is very important. Medical expenses and lost wages are often far greater than you expect. Protect your future.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. Experience the SUV that dares to go beyond utility.
Lease the 2017 NX Turbo all-wheel drive for $329 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Breaking news tonight, a deadly shootout on the Champs-Élysées in Paris. Officers hit, returning fire, killing an assailant. A major operation underway in the heart of the city on lockdown as ISIS claims responsibility. Nuclear fears. NBC News learning new U.S. intelligence. Growing concern over what's going on in North Korea. Found on the run, a teacher and his student caught after a month on the lam. Tonight, the tip that put authorities hot on their trail. O'Reilly fired fallout. New details on a massive payout for the former Fox star. Millions to walk away. High times. How today's date, 420, became synonymous with smoking pot and how businesses are cashing in. And living legacy. Out of a senseless tragedy, a young girl saving the lives of others. Nightly News begins right now.
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt, reporting tonight from Chicago.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news. On police officers along the famed Champs-Élysées, sending people running for cover. ISIS has claimed responsibility, and at this hour, police and soldiers have cordoned off much of that iconic shopping district, telling tourists to return to their hotels. Authorities there have been on alert in the run-up to Sunday's opening round of balloting in the French presidential election. Here at home, President Trump offering his condolences after learning at least one police officer was killed in this evening's attack. NBC's Keir Simmons has late details.
Mesdames et messieurs, you have to stay back, please. Terror in the heart of Paris tonight on the world-famous Champs-Élysées. Packed with tourists, a gunman opened fire on two policemen. Frightening moments afterwards caught on social media. An attack just happened, the man says. One of the officers killed, two others seriously wounded.
Just the three guys come down in the Audi car and shoot the police and kill one of the police, and one is injured.
The assailant shot dead as they fired back. He came out with a Kalashnikov and started shooting, this witness says. He could have shot us on the sidewalk, but he targeted the policeman. Tonight, forensic officers examining the car reportedly used in the attack. All leads point to terrorism, the French president telling the nation. President Trump responding during a news conference with Italy's leader.
What can you say? Just
A group of soldiers guarding another landmark, the Louvre, was shot by police. And in November 2015, multiple attacks by ISIS-backed terrorists in pairs killed 130. Elections, the first round, Sunday. One candidate, Marine Le Pen, a right-wing populist who was focused on security and immigration. Tonight's attack happening as candidates made their last pitches on a live televised show. A city and a nation on edge once more. And tonight, ISIS social media accounts quickly taking credit for the attacks, identifying a man from Belgium as the attacker, suggesting this was planned and the timing, with voters heading to the polls Sunday, intentional. Lester?
Keir Simmons tonight, thank you. And we turn to another violent incident involving is in, quote, satisfactory condition. At least two suspects are in custody and police are searching for a third. Now to another major story we're following. U.S. forces on high alert over a possible new nuclear test by North Korea. Officials tell NBC News that U.S. spy planes are monitoring for any move made by Kim Jong-un. And at a late news conference today, President Trump addressed the growing crisis over North Korea, while again offering a dark assessment of Iran. We get details from NBC's Hallie Jackson.
Tonight, a military message off the Korean coast. Ongoing joint exercises with the U.S. and South Korea as the North appears to position itself to conduct a nuclear test with little or no warning, according to multiple U.S. intelligence officials. They tell NBC News the military is deploying a special sniffer aircraft that can detect evidence of a nuclear explosion, along with drones and U-2 spy planes. President Trump today alongside Italy's Prime Minister.
As far as North Korea is concerned, we are in very good shape. We're doing a lot of work. We're in very good position. We're going to see what happens.
He basically says, nothing to see here. In fact, the situation remains very tense, very dangerous, and we are a long way away from resolving that crisis.
To convince North Korea to turn down the temperature, the administration's leaning on China.
Some very unusual moves have been made over the last 2 or 3 hours. And
what Chinese moves he meant, and isn't saying what he would do if North Korea does test a nuclear weapon, the first time under his presidency, instead preferring to preserve the element of surprise. That's been a hallmark of his foreign policy so far. And today, on the Iran nuclear deal, another startling break.
They are not living up to the spirit of the agreement, I can tell you that.
But just 2 days ago, his developing a doctrine of unpredictability. The president's first foreign trip will be to Italy next month for the G7 summit with key allies. And plans are also in the works to try to meet with the Pope. That would come those comments disgraceful. Lester?
Hallie Jackson at the White House, thank you. Tonight, a more than a month-long nationwide manhunt for a high school teacher and his 15-year-old student has come to an end. Say authorities that led to the teacher's arrest. We get late details from NBC's Miguel Almaguer.
The arrest and rescue happened early this morning in remote Northern California. In the deep forest of Cecilville, high school teacher
have to figure out what kind of state of mind she's in, of course, and probably get her some help. Maybe a long road, but, you know, at least we got her back now.
Investigators believe 50-year-old Cummings manipulated the teen. The pair reported missing March 13th near Columbia, Tennessee. 2 days later, picked up on surveillance video at an Oklahoma City Walmart with dyed hair. After 1,500 tips, one lead last night took investigators 2,500 miles away.
They have taken up residence in a cabin in a remote area in Cecilville, California, within the last week and a half.
With Cummings on the run for 5 weeks, his family publicly begged him to come home. He now faces charges of aggravated kidnapping and sexual conduct with a minor. After weeks of vigils for Elizabeth, soon she'll be home.
I'm very happy. Very happy.
Tonight, one of Tennessee's most wanted is behind bars.
Learning the details about his multi-million-dollar payout, along with new indications tonight that his departure will not put an end to the scandal roiling the network. We get new details from NBC's Ann Thompson.
Bill O'Reilly, the pugnacious face of Fox News, leaves with a $25 million check, say sources with knowledge of his contract. The severance amounts to a year's salary of the 4-year deal he just signed. Sexual harassment claims end with O'Reilly's firing?
I'm hearing from my sources that the company is continuing to hear from women. This is a culture that long predated Bill O'Reilly.
Sherman also says there are new claims of racial discrimination. Perkita Burgess went on The View today with her story. O'Reilly and Ailes were paid $65 million to leave. The women who accused them so far, $33 million. Today, the board of 21st Century Fox, the parent company of Fox News, met in New York. Potentially at risk, its attempt to buy Europe's pay TV giant Sky. 21st Century Fox must pass a fit and proper test by a British regulator.
With the Ailes affair of last year, it shows a pattern, and
all concerns promptly and confidentially.
Women there do not feel that their claims are taken seriously.
Even after a powerful man is gone. Ann Thompson, NBC News, New York.
Now to a legal twist of fate that has a lot of people talking as the Trump administration moves aggressively to stop illegal immigration. It's caught up in a legal dispute over a so-called dreamer from California who was deported, his lawyers say, for no reason. Now it's in front of a federal judge who has a history with Donald Trump that may ring familiar. We get details from our justice correspondent, Pete Williams.
A legal fight with the Trump administration over the deportation of a man from Mexico has landed in the lap of a California federal judge, Gonzalo Curiel, the same judge who presided over lawsuits against Trump University. Candidate Trump said the judge, who was born in Indiana, hated him.
I believe he happens to be Spanish, which is fine. He's Hispanic, which is fine. And we haven't asked for recusal, which we may do, but we have a judge who's very hostile. Should have been thrown out.
Now lawyers for a 23-year-old man are telling the judge that Homeland Security isn't turning over all the records about the case. Juan Manuel Montes is a so-called dreamer in the U.S. since he was 9.
Fighting for justice!
One of thousands who came here as children, allowed to stay under an Obama policy still in effect. Montes was arrested by U.S. agents 2 months ago, climbing over the border wall from Mexico. Because dreamers like him lose their status if they leave the country and come back, he was promptly deported. But his lawyers say he was outside the country because 2 days earlier, federal agents improperly deported him after he failed to produce identification. His lawyers filed a lawsuit now before Judge Curiel, accusing the government of withholding the records.
We don't know exactly what happened to him because they have refused to provide us answers up till now.
Homeland Security says it has no records of any border agents walking Montes into Mexico, only his illegal re-entry.
Because of his behavior, his illegal behavior, he lost that status, and now he has been removed to his country of origin.
Family members say Montes is in Mexico tonight, still hoping he can come home. Pete Williams, NBC News, Washington.
Now to the violence boiling over in Venezuela. Anti-government protesters clashing in the streets with police as the country teeters on the brink both politically and economically. And today, General Motors said it will halt operations in Venezuela after the government seized one of its car plants. NBC's Jacob Rascone has more.
Venezuela is at a breaking point. Thousands taking to the streets yet again. More than 400 arrested, at least 7 people killed. Dr. Jorge Olivaria was on the front lines.
People are hungry, but for democracy, for liberties, for rights.
This woman now a symbol of defiance, facing down a National Guard armored truck. Prices collapsed, leading to widespread shortages of food, water, medicine, and other essentials. Protesters blame President Nicolás Maduro and his socialist government, which has seized control of many companies over the years, most recently U.S.-owned General Motors, which immediately halted production. Thousands from Miami to Houston marched in solidarity, an unprecedented crisis in what used to be the envy of Latin America. Jacob Rascone, NBC News.
Still ahead, startling new concerns about diet sodas. So many Americans drink them, believing they're
impressive, Linda. It seems age isn't slow. The shingles virus, especially after 50. I've been lurking inside you since you had chicken pox. I could surface any time as a painful, blistering rash. 1 in 3 people get me in their lifetime, Linda. Will it be you?
And that's why Linda got me, Zostavax, a single-shot vaccine. I'm working to boost Linda's immune system to help protect her against you, shingles. And cannot be used to treat shingles or the nerve pain that may follow it. You should not get Zostavax if you are allergic to gelatin or neomycin, have a weakened immune system, or take high doses of steroids, are pregnant, or plan to become pregnant. The most common side effects include redness, pain, itching, swelling, hard lump, warmth or bruising at the injection site, and headache. It's important to talk to your doctor about what situations you may need to avoid, since Zostavax doctor or pharmacist about me, single-shot Zostavax. You've got a shot against shingles.
Even a truxicle.
How you doing?
It saves us some drilling.
And we covered it February 14th, 2015. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
QVC.
Don't you want to know who won?
The big reveal, live tomorrow on Today. After 10 years of silence, insiders speak out about the Lacey Peterson trial.
I'm glad you asked that question.
A Dateline investigation.
Back now with potentially alarming news. If you drink diet sodas, a new study just out today links them to a significantly increased risk of stroke or dementia. NBC's Dr. John Torres has more in tonight's.
America has had a drinking habit with diet soda. Tracy Strisky starts her a bubbly energy boost with a reputation for being a healthier alternative to sugary drinks.
I like the taste of diet soda better, and probably because it's no calories.
But enthusiasm about the health higher risk of stroke and dementia. In fact, researchers found that men and women who drank as little as one diet soda a day were at almost 3 times the risk. We are dementia, and it's sure to fuel the growing debate over what role these drinks should play in a healthy diet. According to the American Beverage Association, this well-established fact. But some health experts say it's time to rethink medical advice to high diet soda might cause brain disease. Dr. John Torres, NBC News, New York.
Up next, pot of gold, cashing in on the cannabis culture and why today is the unofficial holiday for marijuana enthusiasts.
Only pay 3/4 of what it takes to replace it. What are you supposed to do? Drive 3/4 of a car? Now, if you had Liberty Mutual new car replacement, you'd get your whole car back. I guess.
Hey, Scout. What's with the itches and scratchies?
These fleas and ticks. Ow! I'm getting bit like crazy. Got any ideas for me?
Well, not all products work the same. That's why Myona gives me Canine Advantage.
Glorious.
Protect against the bites that can spread disease. Canine Advantage 2. Wise choice.
Diabetes can A1C reduction. Toujeo is used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. Ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar or if you're allergic to insulin. Get medical help right away if you have a serious allergic reaction such as body rash or trouble breathing. Don't reuse needles or share insulin pens. Fast heartbeat and blurred vision. Check your blood sugar levels daily. Injection site reactions may occur. medical conditions. Check insulin label each time you inject. Taking TZDs with insulins like Toujeo may cause heart failure that can lead to death. Find your rhythm and keep on grooving.
Jeff Penske here from New Holland Toyota. It's a great time to buy during the What Drives You sales event with a huge selection of more than 500 new and certified pre-owned vehicles on over 15 acres. And with the stress-free, no-hassle car buying experience, you'll drive home in the Toyota you want at the price you want. That's why more of your friends and neighbors choose the 17-time President's Award winner, New Holland Toyota. And that's why it's worth the time and worth the drive. Online at toyotanewholland.com.
Back now with high times for folks across the country today in states where pot is legal and in states where it's not. And not because it's just any Thursday. For marijuana enthusiasts, it's 420, a time to celebrate, and businesses are taking notice and cashing in. Here's NBC.
Happy 420! 420, an unofficial marijuana holiday happily observed on San Francisco's Hippie Hill.
I love smoking as much as I love living.
In Denver, what was once a protest rally on this day is now a festival with 250 vendors. There was even a grand opening today for the International Church. Some companies choose to target those with a case of the munchies, marketing pot-free products with a wink. Today, marijuana is now legal in 8 states, plus Washington, D.C.
All right, guys,
For today, pot advocates handed out joints on the Capitol grounds, calling for an end to the federal prohibition of marijuana. 7 were arrested.
How much did you smoke?
Despite all the jokes, marijuana is serious business for police who worry about impaired driving. Many departments took to social media with tongue-in-cheek tweets.
It was the beginning of the end of an era at SeaWorld today. A baby orca was born at SeaWorld San Antonio, but it will be the last ever for the chain of marine theme parks, which announced a year ago.
A jet engine that can fix itself. Yes, technical wizards who, with the visionary engineers at GE, developed Predicts, giving plane engines the ability to self-diagnose problems and alert those who can fix them. And that's
You wouldn't want your painter to quit partway.
Think you missed a spot.
So when it comes to pain relievers, why put up with just part of a day? Aleve. Live whole, not part.
You want this color over the whole
is one thing you need in retirement to help protect what you've earned and ensure it lasts. Introducing Bright House Financial, a new company established by MetLife to specialize in annuities and life insurance. Talk to your advisor about a brighter financial future.
This Friday, see Disney Nature's Born in China, the perfect family.
thinking or mood, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, and suicidal thoughts or actions while taking or after stopping Chantix. Some reported seizures or sleepwalking with Chantix. If you have any of these, stop Chantix and call your doctor right away. Tell your doctor about any Decrease alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution driving or operating machinery. Most common side effect is nausea.
Thank you, Chantix.
Ask your doctor if Chantix is right for you.
News 8.
Finally tonight, it was a tragedy that has become
While she's gone, her heart still beats tonight, somewhere. Her organs donated to give what was stolen from her, life, to at least 5 people.
She was taken away so soon, and she didn't even get to spread.
Life, it has to be too good to be true.
It's real.
It's real, and I'm just so grateful.
Hi, how are you?
For the first time since her transplant,
Oh, it's so good to see you.
an emotional embrace with Takaya's mother, a new bond forged by grief. How do you honor
Already trailblazing.
And we're going to give those away also, raffle those off.
Darvice founded the nonprofit More Than Your Kidneys and will honor Takaya and her family later this month.
Just in a matter of days, my whole life turned, but yours is better. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. My baby is living on in you.
The gift of a lifetime from a child who made the most of her lifetime. Ron Mott, NBC News.
More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.
He's made countless enemies, but tonight, his allies will turn against him.
Hello, Raymond.
The 2-hour
I know where the bodies are buried.
Blacklist event.
Welcome to the Pennsylvania Lottery, live this evening, Thursday, April 20th, 2017. Thanks to tonight's witness, Douglas Lansinger. The wild ball number is 1. Now pick 2. 2, 1. Select tonight's pick 3. 0, 6, 5. Now select the pick 4. 3, 9, 6, 6. Pennsylvania lottery drawings are independently audited by Zelenkowski Axelrod. Next, pick 5. The numbers are 19, 6, 1, 42, 18. And now the Match 6 Lotto. Draw the 6 winning numbers now. 31, 37, 34, 44, 35, 14. Thanks for playing the Pennsylvania Lottery. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
tonight.